What's up, me Raandigars? We're back with another Persona 4 video, revival video. Wait, no, this is the first one. No, I made a reaction. Alright, let's just ignore that. I got a shout out to Osu Mio CAT or Cat. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. I saw this post and I've been seeing a lot of Mio CAT's posts, and this person have said that they will be covering Persona 4 on their Twitter page, so link in the description. Go follow this person, and this is the person that have made me interested in playing and trying out Souls Hackers 2, so I will try it out. But if you've seen the correct title, I don't know what I'll name it, like Debunking People's Thoughts or something like that on P4 Revival or Hate. So for those of you that don't know, there has been a early build shown, which includes the game's UI. Where is it? Let me pause. Okay, here. Oh, I can't. Here. If you can look at the mouse, it's literally this. It's pretty small. Now, I've seen a lot of hate for Persona 4 Revival. I'm looking at the arguments and I'm starting to think, either it's the hatred for remakes, or it's that people just want to hate because they want to hate. They just don't like the Atlus company or the Persona name or whatever. But this is something I want to talk about. So let's just see what was the first one I kept. Yeah, this one I hate so much. For months I have been literally talking about this. This is May 8, 28. Does not need a remake, and I do not trust modern gaming companies to handle the story well. Now, first of all, if I'm taking someone's post, doesn't mean I'm directly targeting them. There's no hate towards them. It's just their post, and I've seen a lot of people post about this stuff. Does not need a remake. I've seen so many people act like, oh, Golden is a remake. No, it's not. I make fun when I play Persona, Persona 0 and Persona by Splurgy, and I make the argument it's a Persona 4 remake, it's a Persona 3 remake, those of you that know. Here's my thing. Persona 4 Golden is actually a remake. Now, I don't want to be that guy. I don't know how old you guys are. I'm also 23. I'm not that old, but I'm old enough, or I've seen this, experienced this type of stuff, these consoles and stuff. A lot of people seem to forget that back in the day, handhelds were not even Switch 1 was revolutionary. You see people hate on Switch 1. No, that thing was revolutionary. That was the first to do it. But you see the Steam Deck, the ROG Ally, Switch 2. Right now you see games that oh my god, the console versions are being played on handheld. It's yeah. Back in the day, they did not have the luxury to do that. Here's the thing. The reason they remade, or I have to say demade, Persona 4 Golden is because literally the PS2 version of Persona 4 could not be run on Vita. Now people are going to say, no, that's stupid. The Vita is powerful. Yes. A lot of people seem to forget. This is what even the Switch 2 says, right? The Switch 2 GPU is stronger than the Steam Deck and the CPU isn't, or the vice versa, other way around. But it was literally the PS2 version of Persona 4 had a lot of 3D textures, in the background. It was made really well when it comes to the PS2 version of Persona 4. It had a lot of 3D textures, and because of that, it could not be ported directly to the ported directly to Vita. And I'm assuming Atlus was sitting there, it's okay, we gotta add a new character. Why not just remake it? Because we can't just port it directly. And a lot of people make this don't even think of this, and I understand it's a tech thing, but why not just do some research? And a lot of people are well, they put it on modern consoles and remastered it. Here's my question to you. Are you gonna, the Vita was running the game on 720p. Are you, literally, I'm telling you right now, look at the Golden graphics. You're telling me if they just ported that game in modern console, would you play it in 720p on a big screen TV? I have the PlayStation TV. I have played that Golden on that. The game looks horrible on a big TV. It looks horrible on a big TV. Making the argument, oh, they got it remastered. So It doesn't make sense for calling Golden, oh, Golden doesn't deserve a remake. They're stupid. And I hate this so much. First of all, oh god. Sorry. I know I make the joke, like, Jin sucks. Oh my god, Reload, like, didn't do anything with Jin. Yeah, my fault. But I also said it time and time again that Reload has made characters that were already good way better, and even made Shuji with sucked competent. Like, he's in, oh my god, amazing, but he's competent. Here's the thing. In the PS2 version, people are gonna now try to change the history, I guess, maybe, I don't know. But here's the thing. Ken sucked and is now like a really good character, I would say. Koromaru, I'm sorry, like, he was best dog, whatever. He did not have a character arc. They made him good. A lot of characters that were already good got better. Junpei, Akihiko. Takaya was okay to decent. He also became really good. Like, and he sucked a bit with his ideology with the card thing. Yeah, sure. But I just, like, I don't understand this. A lot of people are acting like, oh my god, they're gonna, like, I've seen a lot of people, it isn't dude, man, no hate to this person, but I've seen a lot of people that they have said, oh my god, they're gonna make it woke and change, no, not giving spoilers, but will change a character into trans or a character into gay. I don't think that. When I make the argument that they could put the Yosuke romance, is because it doesn't change the narrative. Those things do. So Atlus, like, I'm sorry, these, like, trans things and this discourse, this is just minority. This isn't the majority. I know people are gonna say I see it every day. Yeah, because those that are in the minority don't care about it, so don't talk about it. Those that are in the, those that are in the majority don't care about it and don't talk about it. Those that are in the minority care about it and then just speak loud about it. So yes, it does deserve a remake. A lot of people are saying Persona 1 and 2 deserve it. Yes, but the argument is simple. Persona 4 deserves it. Persona 1 and 2 deserve it more. So whichever gets first doesn't matter. Alright. Now let me open this. This has been deleted, but it was basically calling Atlus out that Atlus should make new games. Now, one new game in a, no, this is stupid. I saw this. I want to debunk this right now. Atlus used to make much more consistently good game when Persona wasn't such a cash cow. I wish Atlus never got as big as it is today and they actually made diverse. No, I hate this again. This is a terrible argument. Why? Here's the thing. Let's remove all Persona spin-offs from the equation right now. Let's just stick to mainline games, alright? And no, like, extensions like Royal. Alright? There we go. This came out in 2016. Worldwide came out in 2017. We got this. This was made by Vanillaware, published by Atlus. 13th Central Aegis terms. Now, here's the thing. Alright? 2016. 3 years later, 2019. 2 years later, SMT5. 2021. Now, you can make the argument this was just a Switch and it was a disaster for release technically because of the Switch limitations. But they made vengeance. Alright? And yeah, sure, a re-release, but 2021. They still made a new game. 3 games. Souls Hackers 2, next year, 2022. 2 years later, 2024, Unicorn. And another, like, same year, Metaphor. Let's remove this. After Persona, there are 5 new games. And I've seen the argument, like, then people are saying, no, we need new Persona games. I'm sorry, if you hate Persona 5 spin-offs, that is what you get. I'm sorry. The reason I say that is because literally games, it has been proven consistently, constantly, that games are really hard to make now. They are not gonna make Persona 6 like yearly or like in like every 2 years or 5 years. Games are becoming really tough. Now, this is also, here's the thing. When they were releasing Persona 5, they got away with it, with delays and stuff. But let's not forget that now, back in the day, the internet was prominent, but the companies did not care much about it. Now it's very prominent and the companies care about it. You want to know what happened to Cyberpunk, CD Projekt Red with delays? People, now obviously it's CD Projekt Red's fault. They should have gone into peer pressure. But people were forcing Cyberpunk to release because so many delays. Go read what happened. The game was broken. They had to give refunds. They literally like were about to go bankrupt. CD Projekt Red like said a statement that they are going to go bankrupt, literally, with the refunds. They survived, which is good to them, good for them. But I think when this happened, like the higher ups of Atlus were like, "What the hell are you doing? Why so many delays? Like, why not?" So now I will always quote Depressed Luffy is that they want to announce Persona 6 when it's fully ready and they're willing to commit to the time. Literally. All right. Okay, yeah, this one, I just hate this so much. I feel this is a kind of case study and why this kind of remake can't work, because the staff has been completely ship of these used. Nobody at Atlus realized that the original P4 delivery doesn't look like this. First of all, again, shout out to me of CAT. I hope I remember to put the link in the description below. I hope this is clear. Yeah. Early development content present in this video is subject to change. Now, this is something I want to act about. First of all, it's obvious that Atlus saw this trailer. Oh, this is just a meme. Atlus saw this trailer and they wanted to like show the lighting, and it was obvious they wanted to show this. This was a way to show that, oh yeah, there's not going to be loading. I want to say it's going to be like some semi-open world, still not fully open world. I'm hoping it's open world. It'd be fun to move around Inaba and something new. But I'm assuming that Atlus is trying to show there's not going to be any loading, and it's going to be like seamless transitions like that. So I'm seeing this, and I'm sorry. First of all, this is early development, and I'm okay. This was said by Meow is that this was rendered in May 2025. Both this teaser and the final one were rendered in May 2025. Now, usually I've seen a lot of game companies, I think Atlus is also doing this. A lot of huge game companies and game companies in general tend to do this now. Atlus has done this for this game, is that they'll just show an announcement trailer and show nothing for a while. And a lot of companies do this. If you think about it, Resident Evil 9 didn't even show a lot. It showed more than this. But didn't show a lot. Galactic. Can't speak. The Naughty Dog game, the new one. I think that's the name. They showed nothing as well. Literally, what's his name? Sparking Zero. The first trailer, they showed nothing. Like, these companies, I think this is a new strategy. I'm assuming the reason for this is because they'll show the announcement trailer, and then they're gonna show screenshots of the next trailer, like what they're gonna have. And then like gonna show the trailer with every screenshot in it and like some new stuff, additional stuff in there. So to maintain hype, like, oh yeah, this is a thing, and like increase hype rather than just show the most, like, you know, the Reload announcement trailer showed a lot of stuff. I think their strategy has changed, and I think this was made or like rendered in 2025, but I wouldn't even be shocked that this like Persona 4's development is way ahead than we already know. Like, this is something a lot of people like. This is also done, I feel like, is because they saw Rido Remastered and like they were like, we don't want it to fail, so that's why it was just like wishlist now. I'm hearing the Tokyo Game Show September 25 is gonna have a trailer. That is something I feel like is a possibility. And one thing I want to add is that at this game, at that point, would be like showing a lot of stuff. This was just early showcase of literally, I think, them showing what they can do with this game, especially since this is technically the only next gen, like, this is the next gen Persona game or Atlus game. People are gonna call out Unicorn. This was on PS4. This is on PS4. Not you. Oh yeah, you as well. This is on PS4. This is on PS4, the Vengeance version. Reload is also on PS4. This is 2019, so yeah, obviously on PS4. So this is the only like next gen modern like Atlus game, and they were like showcasing, oh look what we can do with this. And I think that's the whole thing behind it. Again, I think this game is way ahead of development. I've seen a lot of people do DLC, like, oh, they're gonna give us DLC. A lot of people are saying no. I'm on the side of they might just give Maria DLC. But the golden content and quality of life changes will be in the base game, just like they did with Reload. But alright, my Raandigars, tell me in the comments below. These are the ones that I found to be absurd. Uh, tell me in the comments below. Like, are there more, or do you have anything that you don't like about the game? Comment below. Like, comment, subscribe, click on the bell. Again, don't hate any of these people. Don't do that. I don't have a big following, so I doubt it'll happen. But if it does, don't do it. This wasn't just a direct target. I was just looking at so many like these posts, so I made it. Again, they're not here. That's it. The post is done. Go follow me off CAT. If I forget to put the link in the description, do this. This person is highly trying to like spread the news for Persona 4 Revival. If you're on it, look at the mouse in the bottom left. That's me, Raandigar. If you want, go follow me on Twitter, I guess. But like, comment, subscribe, click on the bell. I'm trying to make trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I'm looking to stop recording. Tell me in the comments what are your thoughts about Persona 4 Revival. Looking to stop recording. Bye.